Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're very close to the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight. It's going to be taking place this Saturday, Staples Center, $74.99 on pay-per-view for the HD stream, which ain't bad at all. I'll be copping it. You going to cop the fight? Let me know. Drop a comment below if you copping the fight. Well, we got to talk about Tyson Fury and his mindset ahead of this fight with Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury feels like Deontay Wilder isn't a threat to him. He feels like Wladimir Klitschko was more of a threat to him than Deontay Wilder is now, and that was 3 years ago. Fury feels like Klitschko was a more complete fighter than Deontay Wilder. Now, although Tyson Fury won that fight against Klitschko, he became very unstable shortly after. And he kind of disappeared. Kind of disappeared into nothingness. And he was shamed, right? We didn't think we'd see Tyson Fury again. So fast forward a couple years, 2.5 years, and he comes back and he plucks 2 bums out of nowhere. And then he fights, and then he signs on to fight Deontay Wilder. A lot of people feel like he's cashing himself out, right? What do you think? Do you think he's cashing himself out? I feel like he's getting knocked out, but I've got to look at things a little bit closer in terms of how Tyson Fury's been conducting himself, the work he's putting in the gym. Is that going to play a factor? In terms of how he's speaking to the masses, he sounds very confident. He's in shape, but I don't think that's enough to beat Deontay Wilder. I think that Tyson Fury's biting off a little bit more than he can chew in this situation. And I know if you're a Tyson Fury fan, you're definitely rooting for him to beat Wilder. You really feel like he has the ability to beat Wilder. At this point in time, I don't think that's going to be true. You can't go from bum to one of the top 3 heavyweights in the division. Or maybe you can. I mean, Deontay Wilder goes from bum to top 5 fighter in the division, right? But we're not here to bash anybody. We want to get into what Tyson Fury had to say about Deontay Wilder. He feels like he's got terrible footwork, but that equalizer is that right hand. Now, let's get into Tyson Fury's statement where he's talking about, or he's comparing and contrasting Wladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. If we compare them both together, Klitschko had a lot more boxing ability and was much more dangerous and calculated and correct. But Deontay will take more risks, and he's more vulnerable to being stopped when he throws big punches. All big punchers, in order to get power in their shots, must put maximum leverage in them. And if he doesn't connect, they expose themselves to being hit back with even harder punches. And that's why 99% of big punchers can't take one back, because they're loading up. It doesn't mean they've got bad chins, but when you put everything into a punch and you take one back, it's almost like double impact. So that's how I compare them. His footwork is terrible. I've seen better footwork on a lunchtime dinner lady. But his power is an equalizer. He does have an equalizer because he has a massive punch, and we've seen he can end a fight from round 1 to round 12, but as long as I'm focused for the full duration of the fight, I don't see him landing them big punches at all. Tyson Fury's statement. Now, what he said about Deontay Wilder was 100% correct. All Tyson Fury has to do is stay away from those big shots, which is easier said than done, right? But Fury's got some impeccable footwork, and he's got to make Deontay Wilder pay when he misses those big shots. He's got to make him pay. Now, we don't look at Tyson Fury as someone who has a lot of power, but if he can somehow accumulate some good counter punches against Wilder, he might have a shot. He might have a shot. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm already picking Deontay Wilder to win this fight. I'm just trying to look at things from a different perspective, right? Now, I watched Tyson Fury's last couple of fights, and I wasn't impressed at all. I really wasn't, especially that last one. But, in terms of him being prepared for this fight, it looks like he's really getting in shape. He's gotten into shape. He's really working hard, but it's going to take a lot more than just this type of hard work to beat Deontay Wilder, man. I do believe Deontay Wilder is crazy. I believe that he's out of his mind. And you know what? Tyson Fury just might be crazy as hell too. So this is a perfect fight. The more boring this fight is, the more likely it is that Tyson Fury wins this fight, because let's be honest, Tyson Fury's fights are pretty boring. Look at the Klitschko fight. I mean, he does what he has to do to win, right? When he fought Klitschko, he did what he had to do to win. So I'm not sure if he's ready for this fight personally, but a lot of people feel like he is, because they're ready to give Deontay Wilder credit for knocking this guy out. I gave Deontay Wilder credit for the Luis Ortiz win, but the more and more I think about it, and we're not going to discredit his win, but I've seen Deontay Wilder get outboxed in a number of fights. But like Tyson Fury said, that equalizer is that big right hand. Wilder's been down many times on the scorecard, but it really hasn't mattered. I remember when he was fighting Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington was beating his ass. I think he came back right after that hand surgery, right? And then, as the fight moved on, Deontay Wilder started landing some hard shots, and he stopped Gerald Washington, even though he was windmilling him to death and he wasn't landing none of them shots. The referee called the fight. Let's not forget about, man, I'm really not trying to discredit Deontay Wilder. I'm just pointing some shit out. All right? Like I said, I'm picking Deontay Wilder to win this fight by knockout. I don't think Tyson Fury can contain him for 12 rounds and win by decision. I did see the judge. I think the judges, like one judge is from England, one judge is from Canada, and the third might be from America. So, I mean, good range in terms of judges, but I'm not sure who the referee is. I'd be curious to find out who the ref is. I expect Tyson Fury to do a lot of leaning on Deontay Wilder, and pushing and just trying to frustrate them when they get kind of close. But, we're going to watch the fight, see what happens. And, after this fight, I do believe that the winner should fight Anthony Joshua. That should be the next fight, to be honest. Hey, maybe we'll get a surprise, and after the fight, they'll announce Wilder versus Joshua. I doubt it, but hey, man, I can dream, right? Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Tyson Fury's comments about Deontay Wilder. Drop your predictions below in the comment section, and let me know if you think Mom Squad, aka Deontay Wilder, can beat Tyson Fury via knockout or decision, or is it the other way around? Is Tyson Fury going to win this fight by decision? Don't see it happening by knockout. Drop your comments below. Hitman Boxing, I'm out.
About the dirt, as a shorty I was studying my roots. Quiet dude, neutral, playing everything cool. Been a lot of things, I ain't never played a fool. Young OG and I'm pouring up a deuce. Catch me riding with a bad chick beside me, feeling glorious like life is astounding. Let's get high and sit on top of a mountain. This right here should have the real niggas bouncing. Yeah, chill God back in effect. I do it for the love, but I'm trying to get a check. Need that respect, ain't no doubts about it. If a nigga hesitating, I'ma snatch him out it. Tired of these niggas thinking they know me. I was on my 5th life back in 03, doing things that they could not imagine. They just wishing code names be Aladdin. Real niggas since day one, A1. You know what it is when I come on. Vibing, riding this way.